Good evening. Good evening. My name is Tiajuana, the real estate apostle, live our best life coach. And this is Friday night, and I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm coming on here. I'm going to do a live because I didn't do one yesterday. So I'm doing one today. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiajuana, and I quit my job as a registered nurse, making a six-figure income 2 years ago to embark upon my endeavors to become an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur generating my own income. And my channel is dedicated to my journey to make all that stuff come true, all that stuff happen. And thus far, I need to work on my intro. But anyway, I'm out here doing it. So far, this is the first thing that I've been able to do and be successful with generating this income, and that's been with this Turo. So for the last 7 weeks, I've been talking mostly about Turo because first thing I've been doing, and that's actually working out. So today I'm going to be talking about the top things that I do like about Turo, and I'm going to also talk about the new thing I just got signed up with. Is called Turo Go. So I'll give you guys a look at that and let you see what that looks like, and also why it's such a good thing to have. Here we go again. So the Turo is a platform for those of you who don't know. Maybe some people don't even know about Turo. I'm just kind of learning about it. Hey, welcome. I see somebody out there. This here is Tiajuana, and I'm talking about breaking down. I'm talking about Turo. I'm so happy that somebody is also up on a Friday night and ain't got nothing to do, but let's talk. So I'm talking about Turo, and for those people that don't know, Turo is like the Airbnb for okay, comments. Let me go ahead, bring that over so I can see. Hey, that's my cop and bop. Hi. What's going on? Yeah. I'm so happy to see you. You one of my best good subscribers here. So where are you coming from? What you doing up at this hour? Where you drop up out in the chat where you chatting from? Cop and bop. I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama. And so anyway, I'm talking about the Turo thing. So Turo is the Airbnb for cars. So it allows the average Joe Blow or Sue Joe to rent your cars, to have like your own rental car company. You put your car on the platform, and people are able to rent your car and go have a driving experience, and then return your car, and you're able to earn some income. Baltimore, a snow state. It snowed there in Baltimore. It's a snow state, ain't it? Enjoy. Maryland. That's Maryland, right? Baltimore. Yeah, right. I don't think I've ever been there before or driven through. I've driven through Virginia a couple of years back. That'll be another story. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so the Turo, the platform for these cars, I thought about Turo a little bit back, but I was always trying to do this real estate thing. So a lot of times, for me, just being an entrepreneur was the most important thing. So I just wanted to find something, some kind of way, so I could be working in my business, so I didn't have to go back to work. Because I know there's a lot of people. Hey, you got some more people. welcome. A lot of I got two eyes out there. Thanks for tuning in here on this Friday night. Oh, they left. But so now I lost my little train of thought. I like your little smiley face, cop and bop. What does that mean, cop and bop? What you into? What that? I'm sitting up here saying some weird words. Cop and bop. yeah. So anyway, back where I've been, where you're at. So it's just Turo. You do right. For now, like I said before in the prior video, in order to be a successful entrepreneur, I really believe have to get like multiple streams of incomes. That way, you're not like really relying on like one thing. So right now, I'm doing Turo because the real estate thing is pretty slow, and along the way, I discovered that I'm not really a salesperson. I don't like selling, right? So I'm trying to do some mindset stuff to get up out of that. I buy and leave. You buy and leave. I don't get that. But so the Turo is something that I'm actually, making some money with, so I can relax and I'm not stressed out about, quitting my job and not having a paycheck. So so now I'm going to be working on this YouTube. Like I've said before in the past, that YouTube could be a good stream of income, and that I'll always encouraging people to start you a YouTube channel so you can get to use some passive income down the road if you stick to it. So, what you buying and leaving? Montgomery is actually a really good spot to do some investment and stuff in too. So I do do some real estate as far as like renting and earning some income on that little thing. Let me throw about my banner. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hey, look what I can do here. Banner. Booyah. This here's the StreamYard, and like I said, I'm new to this whole. Not really new to it. I've been doing it for a little minute, but I have never really been like focused on growing it. Well, I guess I've been kind of focused on growing it before, but I'm getting ready to start afresh. I got a new mentor for my YouTube, the lead attorney, and been giving a lot of information to that. So I'm excited to see where my YouTube career is about to go. So like I said before, y'all better go ahead and like and subscribe now, because I am somebody that's definitely somebody to like and subscribe to. Let me see how I get my comments back over here. Here we go, right there. Look, y'all see that stream down there? Please like and subscribe. Okay, so I wanted to talk about today was this Turo Go. Like I just got set up today. I had an airport drop off for my the Edge, and I got the Turo Go map. So now I don't have to even wait up to let the guest in, because before, like I said, I was doing the remote keyless entry, so I would still have to use my phone to let the guest in. But now with this Turo Go, the guests can open it with the app, and you don't have to do any of the checking. Everything, I just get what I'm paying for and bop off. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what that means? Cop and bop. That could go a lot of ways there. So I don't know. I'm going to try to keep my mind focused here. This is supposed to be PG-13. Nah, just joking. I checked the box that say this ain't for kids. So it's all to the GG, baby. Cop and bop. I heard that. Sometimes I'm like that too. I get bored easy. That's why if you like look back on this channel, you'll see that I got even the name changed a few times too. How much do you charge for dropping off? For the deliveries for the people's houses and stuff, I just charge $90. But for drop off at the airport and then my little drop off location, that's free. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was saying that too about the little Turo thing. So I'm starting to focus more on the settings because when I first got started, like when you get set up in there, the computer or the algorithm or whatever will arrange it to, for their own little thing. Like they'll have it set up to where you have to, oh yeah, that is good. It is good because I don't mind doing it. But when I first got set up, like the algorithm had me drop free delivery. So before I called it, I ended up having to drive to deliver the car like 26 miles. It said that I would deliver up to 25 miles for free. So the person that booked it actually was 26 miles. But because, I was new and trying to, when you're just getting started, you feel like you got to take whatever just to build up your customer base and all that stuff. So I was pretty much bending over backwards. The Turo app had me like open 24/7. People were like booking the car to pick it up at midnight and drop it off at 5 in the morning. Just kind of real way out stuff. But at that time, I actually was still doing the remote interest keyless entry. However, now with the Turo app, I just put the key in one of these little key fob boxes where you put it in here so it blocks the signal. And I had ordered it through the Amazon through the app, so you just put it off up in there, and then this sits in there for the guests, and then the guests on their phone will have a Turo app where they're able to open up your car. Like today was the first time I did that. I actually dropped the car off at the airport. And next thing I know, I didn't even have to do anything else, which was so great. I noticed that the GPS, the person had gotten the car and they were already off driving. So this thing is good because a few nights ago, I had to stay up till almost 1 a.m. to let a guest in who came in the airport and coming out from your area, out that East Coast area. And the flight was delayed due to weather. So, that's always stressful because, you have to try to stay up to, let the person in and all that good stuff. But anyway, so that worked out great with this nice little Turo app. I pretty much just dropped the car. I can do a cop and bop. I can just drop it and go. I just, drop off a nice little clean car. And then I just get up on out of there. Let's see, what else did I say I was going to talk about? What is that? Oh, yeah. So with the Turo, the money, okay, now that money belongs to you. So they offer different, little share packages or whatever. Like, so you could do a 70-30 split, or if you do, and it just depends on what your insurance deductible will be. So the best rate really, like if you did a 90-10% split, your deductible will be like around $1,600. So you want to have that money to the side. Otherwise, if you want like a $250 deductible, you'll have to do a 70-30 split, 75-25 split. I think that's how it goes. But anyway, that's like a good little starter one. So it's still decent money. And the good thing about the money with Turo is that once the trip is over, you get paid. So it's like I'm getting checks deposited into my checking account like every other day, a few times a week. So it just feels good for me now that I can exhale. I really know that I can focus on building up my other streams of income so I could, be a more successful entrepreneur. So I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm excited because I know for sure that I don't have to go back to work, working as a nurse. And that's why I'm here for. I want to share my testimony so I can help other working class people that, especially if you, make like a so-called decent income, it's difficult. It's really scary to quit the comfort of, of a stable paycheck, especially if it's a decent paycheck, to, try and start your business. And, like if you go ahead and check in the back, when I first did, like, I felt like I had two parts of it. The first year when I was doing everything, not the right way, but that's how you learn, right? And then on the second year, when I was strategic and very intentional about all my moves, when I went back to work, I did the travel nurse. I did nursing that was going to pay me like the most money. and with the travel nursing, and then they was giving out all this crazy COVID money. So that made it almost made it a little bit hard to, go back and try to do the real estate thing again, because, it's kind of almost like a double-edged sword, because you you get comfortable, you know what I mean? You can get comfortable when you're making decent, but you still have to realize that, you can't put a price on your freedom. And when you have a demanding job, it's, you don't have any freedom, you really feel, you get burned out, you know what I mean? You get burned out. And that's why I want to help to help a few more people. I feel like Harry Temple up in here. Help a few more people get freedom, get up off that plantation, so you can start working for yourself, and and get some freedom, so you can have your own time. A lot of the things like I have now, I have time, I can do things for my family and stuff because I'm not working 12 and a half hours a day, really 13 hours a day, because you got to think about, time to take you to get dressed and get there and back. And most healthcare workers, healthcare providers working like 12 and a half hours, off the bat, and then not counting when it's going to be overtime. And, it's just a stressful job, right? And when you get older and you've been working already for 20 and 30 years, and you think about how you went for the whole thing of, work for 40 years and then retire, and you realize that it ain't going to be enough for you to retire. Every time I see what that say, questions, now I have great personal credit, no business credit. Anybody? Oh, yes. Hey, they only talking about something now I can tell you about. All right. So great personal credit actually gives you a leg up on getting that business credit. The first thing you got to do, though, is you got to be a real business. Like, you can't expect to get business credit if you don't have a legitimate business. And that means like, LLC, there's S Corps. I just do LLCs, and those are really easy. You can do it yourself. And most states, some states are a little bit less expensive than others. But for the most part, you can probably get your business, everything, legit for like under $300. You know what I mean? Like most states, $100 to $200 for the license to register it with the Secretary of State. And then your EIN number is free. And once you get those, of course, you reserve your name and all that good stuff. The register your business name, EIN. Then you go immediately to the bank to open up you a business checking, because that's going to get the ball rolling. Some places want for you to have like 2 years of a business before you start building the credit. But for the most part, I'm going to say this too is another little secret, that when you first get it, if you got good credit, that's awesome. You go get that, open up your business checking account. And for the most part, most banks will offer you right on the spot a business credit card for like at least $5,000. And if you got good business, if you got good personal credit with a decent job too, that was the other thing too. Like when I went back to work, I strategically was doing that because I knew that I was going to build up my credit, and then like they like to see you have a nice little fat check. So that's how I was able to get, like, I think I did a video a couple months back when I got the 46,000 in the business credit. And it was a combination of credit cards and then a PayPal loan, which I wouldn't recommend for anybody to get that. It's it kind of like it wasn't a smart loan to get anyway. So they yeah. So I hope that answered your question. Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. K-Bob. Yeah. But you got to start. So that's why I was saying, like, the first thing you do, as soon as you get legit, go ahead and get that business checking, because that starts the clock rolling, right? So you got to wait that 2 years when you start getting the bigger and bigger things. So the sooner you get legit, the sooner you'll be able to, start building it, because that's the key word right there, build. You have to start to build your business credit. And then that'll take a lot of stress off of your pocket and your mind too when you using other people's money. Because like this time around, I'm feeling so relieved because like even the cars that I bought for the Turo, I used business money for that. You heard PayPal was good. Yeah, they easy, but they do like I don't know, kind of like a loan shark, right? You got to those bills. I mean, not bills, but the payments is weekly, right? So PayPal gave me a loan for 22,000, right? They didn't ask any questions, and within moments, the money was the. Oh, Pinto Bing, what's up, Pinto Bing? Say hi. Why do you regret getting the PayPal loan? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I regret getting the PayPal loan. Okay. So because immediately the next week they start to get the payments, and the interest. Okay, so for the 22,000, they're gonna charge me 2,500 for the interest, and even if you pay it back before the I think it's like 9 months. I mean, like they like super quick. It's like each week I have to pay $486, right? So that's why I'm like, I have to get things in there going. So if you have a plan for the money, it's the easy way to get a chunk of money. But if you don't have a plan for it, you're just kind of putting yourself in a bad space because the payments are going to be coming, regardless if you got that money invested and making it make some money. Otherwise, you're just going to be paying them, $250 in interest rates by just, letting them, so you got to invest it. So that's why I didn't like the PayPal. I felt like it was one of those, those trap loans, like a payday loan or something like that. I don't know. It was my first, I was just getting off into these business loans, and I just felt like it's not a smart loan. Yeah. Let's see. That's fast. Oh yeah, it is fast. That's why they do it too, because they're trying to get you, in debt. You know what I mean? They're trying to get you in debt. So, yeah. But some other good loans, I not loans, but business credit cards. So I got Navy Federal. They give out good personal cards and good business cards too. And they give out good nice fat give you something. Oh, you mean that's too fast with the payment? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Cop and Bob? The payments, like and yeah. So, and at that time I was just too excited that I was building the credit because I got the PayPal, I got American Express. It was everything that I was applying for. It was just I was getting yes. But like I said, I was strategic. I waited till I built my credit score. It was like 797, and then I just started like, I was building it. It's me putting my brick and mortar and just building. Yeah. So that's what you got to do. You got to build it up and make it solid as a rock. Okay. Yeah. It was fast too. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. They put that money off up in there, and then the following week, they started debiting my business checking account. So, and at that time, I'm like trying to find something where I could, make the money make money. Like I said, if you got a plan for it, it's a cool little easy way to do it. But if you don't have a plan and you're not getting that, you're not able to flip that money, you gotta be able to flip it. So you're not just making bills for yourself. So you thinking of getting some PayPal on Pinto Bean? Yeah, they're good for giving money to new businesses too. So you see, I have okay, I've heard of them. I never worked with them. They don't have business accounts. Navy Federal, yeah, Navy Federal. I have personal Navy Federal and also business, and then I have Wells Fargo business and personal too. I'm starting not to really like Wells Fargo as much, but I've been with them for many years, and sometimes it'd be hard to break up and stuff. You just keep the family together. But yeah, Navy Federal is I love them. I love them. They good to me. They good to me. But yeah, Sam's Club is another one. Let's see. Sorry if you're already spoken on this, but I'm just joining your live. Thank you very much, Pinto Bean. How are things going with Turo? Turo is great, man. Turo is like was a game changer. Turo, I love Turo. I love Turo. Even like with the ups and downs, Turo is great. All right. And the new good thing about the Turos, like I said, I just got off into the little Turo Go. But I like Turo. Turo has been consistent. There's some, since it's new and it's kind of like everything's done online, there's some drawbacks on that, especially like I'm middle-aged. So, this whole little, everything being over the internet and stuff is, it's a slight challenge. But once you start to just, get used to doing it, it's not pretty good. It's really good. Like it's really simple, especially now with this new app. All I do is, I just detail the cars up, get them washed up, and drop them off, and then that's it. Like now I'm chilling. Both the cars, all my cars are out, and it's good. It's good, and like they're on the spot with the money. They deposit it right away. I like that because one of the things that I was having before, when I first quit my job in 2020, when 4 or 5 months go around and you're not getting a paycheck, it starts to, it can start to be a little bit scary, and then you may start to get like a couple of little dings to your self-esteem. You start maybe having a little negative talk to yourself about why did you quit your job and all that good stuff. So you have to, for me this time around, I wanted to create some type of something that I could be working in my business, generating money, so I wouldn't have to go back to work, right? Because if you're working for somebody else, it's really, there are people that's able to, do their business on the side and all that stuff. But I'm the type person, I'm not good. I'm like a one at a timer. So I like to, I just like to focus on one thing. And nursing, even people don't realize that it's very draining. It's all kind of stuff. And then you can't really, you don't have any control at all. You have to just go with the flow. You can't be in the middle of doing some CPR. It's like, oh, break time. And you have to be flexible, and work is work. Like that's like the most important thing. And you have to focus everything around that. So I'm at this point in my life where I'm ready to just be me and be my own person. And I've always believed that, you can't get rich working for somebody else, and that, if you are a hard worker, that you can always make more money working for yourself than you could, working for somebody else. You just have to find that thing that works for you. And I didn't know that it was going to be Turo. I really thought it was going to be the real estate, hence this name, the Real Estate Apostle. It's difficult for me to focus on my own business plan when I'm committed to it. Yes, exactly, a 9 to 5, because, it is difficult, especially to, life is going on. And in order to grow a business, it takes focus and dedication, it takes focus and dedication. And yes, I like the Turo because it was easy. It didn't cost much money for me to get involved. I felt like I was able to get 3 cars and get everything up and running for well under $5,000. Like to get the cars, it was like $3,500 down payment to get 3. And then, I bought the right little tools, like a nice little shop vac. So I got like I love my little garage / little mobile detailing center. And I didn't even know that I liked cars that much. Like, I really take pride in it. I enjoy it. Like, I'd rather wash cars than to go deal with, I just got to a point in the nursing career where I was just like sick of it. Like, I worked in the ICU. I was working at the trauma at the Grady Hospital out there in Atlanta. My last little stint in nursing, and I just get to a point where I just, especially in those little, I felt like it was just wrong what we were doing to people, and I didn't feel like participated anymore. We was just, keeping these bodies around for, people being dead, and we just plugging them up to these machines, dripping drugs in the bodies, and doing all. And I just didn't. I couldn't do it anymore, and yeah, and then the experimentation, all the things. It's some stuff out there. So I was just burned out, and I'm just ready to be me, and I'm just excited about that. Did I answer the question on there? Yeah, Turo's going good. Yeah, I'm making money on there, and each week, each month is better. Like I said, it's only 7 weeks, and I'm good. I'm actually in a space where I feel like I can add some more cars because now you see, I saw your video on getting your cars. Are you making a profit from Turo? Yes, I am making a profit. I'm making a profit. The cars are, and then they haven't even really been solid. Like I said, I've only been doing it 6 weeks. The first month, July, I had some problems where the Explorer, the first time a guest returned my car back late, I panicked and I thought the car was stolen. So I actually had filed a police report. And when I was dealing with Turo, like I said, everything's mostly on the computer. So you're texting. First you're talking with a bot. And then finally, when a real person get up there, like the first, I didn't understand that they were kind of saying like, hey, you don't really need to call the police. Let us handle it. But to me, it sounded like they were saying like, yeah, we'll try to get back to you. And I'm thinking like, do I need to call the police or what? So anyway, I ended up calling the police, filed a report, and Turo put a restriction on the car after the guest had already returned it. And then it took 11 days for it to get all lifted, and it was a little bit of red tape and all that stuff. So those were 11 days where the car wasn't, being booked or anything like that, couldn't even be out there. And then, honestly, I had took a little vacay. I went to Miami for a nice little long weekend, and I wasn't up with the app where, the remote and all that stuff. I didn't want the stress of if somebody booked and I was out of town or something like that. So I had put it on hold too. So it was a few days on there where I wasn't making money, but it still was enough where it paid the note, paid everything. And, I got a little gravy too. And then this month I've already passed what I made for last month. And, it's getting better. I already have bookings for September and October. So it's definitely, it's working. It's a profit. And like I said before, people were saying, you should try to get a cash car so you can make more profit. My thing is this: if you have a return on your investment, that's still good. It's still good. And I feel better about having new cars with warranties on it. And, I feel like I'm providing a valuable service for people and stuff. And since I don't know anything about cars, not trying to know anything about cars, I just like to be able to, push buttons or tell the people, I don't want to have to worry about, looking under the hood and all that stuff. I want to get new cars and all that good stuff. So, yes, I am making profit on Turo. Yeah. Any other questions? Look at me out here chopping it up here. I'm keeping up with the questions, and look at me, got me doing some fancy stuff on here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and then go back and watch all my videos, and you can see like all my little ups and downs, and that's just pretty much how I am. I get bored easy, and that's the other reason why I enjoy this Turo, because I can kind of do my own thing, and it's not that big of a requirement for your time and stuff like that. So I'm free to have fun and enjoy life, and that's really what it's all about. Because when it's all said and done, if you spent 3/4 of your life at work, it's a lot. And most people on their dying bed, they don't say I really wish I had worked a little bit more. Nobody is thinking that. And then a lot of us is waking up to the lie that's been told to us about, you work your 40 years and you retire and all that stuff. And a lot of people, we scared to retire because it's not enough. And that whenever they send that little paper about your Social Security and what you got to look forward to, shoot, that's enough to scare people back off into work, And like I said before, right up until June, I was like this close to getting another contract, because I had lost a big chunk of money. I got swindled out of a big chunk of money, or scammed, or whatever. These scammers are out there. And then, new to be an entrepreneur, people are out there. The scammers that are out there, they're just out there. So, sometimes you got to learn the hard way and all that good stuff. So anyway, after after that happened, after my funds was depleted, I was getting ready to start getting back in my head, man, I can't believe this. Didn't learn from last time? What's going on? How come you can't be successful with this entrepreneur stuff? Really? I'm thinking, why can't I do this? I'm smart. I got a great personality. Why is this not working? And I have to sit there and think. A lot of times we may want a certain thing to happen, but the universe or God, or however you need to get it to open up for your head, may have another plan, something else for you to do. So sometimes you just have to go with the flow and not beat yourself up, and just take it moment by moment, but stay in focused with the eye on the prize. Every time I was no matter, I got to go back and get a couple more nursing bags just to kind of fill in the holes. But the goal was always, I would tell them too, when I take an assignment, I'm not a real nurse. I'm just faking it, man. I'm just faking it here to get these bags. So of course I always did a good job because I take pride in my work, but always in the back of my mind, I'm planning on how the hell can I get out of this? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to just, be me and enjoy my day. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing a lot of the stuff around the house. I'm cutting grass on my own. I fired my gardener. I'll be hiring them back shortly once I start making some more money on this Turo. But in the meantime, in between time, so I don't have to go back to work, I am trying to just not be as extravagant like I have been in the past when I was, making a nice, decent check, but that's, yeah. Oh, thank you. I know what you mean. That's why we enjoy your channel. Oh, thank you. I love you. Well, that's good. I hope I'm being a voice to a lot of people. I know I can't be the only middle-aged person that didn't work 30 years and that's looking at this going, dang, I'm stuck here. I can't even retire. And, I just keep on working another 10 years to what? You know what I mean? So, you gotta be realizing that you gotta have a plan, because and in these jobs too, they're not, guaranteed, So you really do have to have your own plan and stuff, We saw all that in the pandemic when people was we closed, and what can you do? A lot of places lost out and all that good stuff. And I just appreciate y'all coming on here and sticking with me all this good time like that. Copping, bopping, pinto bean. I'm liking you, pinto. Where you coming from, pinto bean? Drop that down off in there. Let me know where you come from. I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama. We here in the South, in the Gump, what we like to call it. You in the South, or you out in you a snow state too? I don't know. I couldn't live in a snow state. I wouldn't mind to visit the snow, but how do you deal with the snow in the wintertime? You see, my thing is multiple income. Exactly. Like I said, multiple streams. So this YouTube's got about to be one. Turo and crypto. I like crypto. That's why Turo is a must. Yes. See, the thing is, these other streams are like gambling. They're like kind of roll of the dice, like especially crypto. Like, back in April it was like 69,000. Now it's like in 20s, you know what I mean? So it's like if you didn't move it around when it was up, right now you could just you have to hold on to it till it starts to grow back up again. But or selling the houses and stuff like that. Like that was giving me stress because I'm going to help people make a transaction or to make a purchase. I'm not trying to sell nothing. Like I didn't want to feel like, okay, wow, man, if I don't sell this house, I'm going to be short on my mortgage. I don't feel like I'm trying to shove a house down. So, like, come on, buy this house. And, I don't want to do that. Like if I don't want to, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be that type of person. Was that, yes, I'm also in the South. Oh, you are. You mentioned in the video before about having a tenant. Do you rent out space in your home? I did mention that before because I do. I was going to do the Airbnb stuff, but I don't have no more vacancies. I'm all set up to where it's like managing, everything's working well. Like, the tenants paying down the mortgage, and I get a little gravy from that. Then I got these cars out there. I feel like I'm in a good space where I'm recognizing that you want to have your assets, income producing assets, right? And not just having assets that are just draining. You want to have them making money for you. You want your money making money, make money for you. See what they say? I don't like it. I just moved back from New Orleans. What about flipping houses? Okay, yeah, like flipping houses. Again, all this stuff is theory. I'm trying to get a foot in the door. I'd like to flip a house with somebody, you know what I mean? I'm down. You said you got good credit too. Shoot. We could flip a house. I'm a licensed realtor. I'm still a licensed realtor. And I know that eventually I will do something big with the real estate, but a lot of times you got to set your foundation. That's why, like now that Turo, I can kind of, not that I am a pro at it, but anyway, now I've got it to where it's easy to manage. It's not overwhelming. Like I said, the other day, I'm in this little Facebook group, and they were giving some knowledge, some gems, and I had to humble myself to receive it because I think highly of myself. I'm going to just go ahead and put that out there right now. So when I started with the Turo and it was blowing up, I'm thinking, I'm like the bum.com. I went off in there. I got me 3 cars all at once. I was thinking I was making these boss moves and stuff. And so somebody had asked in the little group chat on the Facebook thing about, he said he want to talk to people with multiple cars and want to know, like, how can you do it if you're working and all this stuff. And so I had put in there that you definitely need help because, I have 3 vehicles and blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And then somebody put off in chat that, they called my fleet small, a small fleet. And then I got inside, I was a little bit, in my feelings. But, I like to always say, listen to the message and not the messenger. So I just asked how. And so they start breaking down how. And these people had, like, one person had 25 cars. Someone else had 23 cars. One guy had 50 cars, and these people were doing it by themselves solo. So I was like, wow, okay, let me shut up. So, they were pretty much telling me to manage the calendar, to put some restrictions on there, because I was pretty much like just whatever they was sending my way, I was accepting everything. And I think that's how the two times when I did have issues with those guests, it was because I was, new, and I was thinking I had to just take it all, take whatever anybody stuck out there. So yeah, thank you so much. And your fleet's not small. Thank you. But after I, heard about these people with 20 and 50 and 10 and 15 fleet, I'm like, yeah, that is small. But sometimes you have to have a little slice of humble pie, so it did kind of make me a little bit more aware that, it could be done. These people are doing it like that. That's totally awesome. New Orleans, that's not too far from here. You can rent one of my Turo cars and drive and go visit your folks in New Orleans. Because that's what people be doing with these cars and stuff. They be driving all over. These cars have been all up and down the South. Because that's one of the good things about being in the South. Because I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and so our state is very long, right? So we don't have the benefits of like being out here in the South, where you can drive to Tennessee, Georgia. I mean, South Carolina, you can go to a lot of different states and stuff out here. So it's one good thing about being in the South, that people out here really do, travel more and stuff like that. Like, I was living in LA, going to Vegas was like a treat for us. That was our thing. Going to Vegas. But how many miles do you allow? I actually have unlimited miles on there because the algorithm encouraged saying you get more bookings if you put the unlimited miles. And actually, yeah, on Turo, but yeah, so I do have unlimited miles on there, and because you're kind of, I guess you're competing with, sorry y'all, I got an eyelash in my eye, with like the rental car companies. They pretty much mostly offer unlimited miles, so you want to be able to compete with the big dogs. So I do offer unlimited miles, and that's the other thing why I got new cars too, so it could take it and stuff. Because yeah, you don't want guests breaking down. Yes, at least I don't, because I'm not trying to. I ain't the tow truck. I ain't trying to do none of that stuff. So yeah, give them the unlimited miles. I like that flipping house thing. I'd like to do that. I've never flipped a house before. Never flipped a house. But yeah, so yeah, I can, and like I said, I still have my real estate license. I could do. I don't know. I'm interested. But I'm not like I don't know. We'll see. I'm not very handy. I do have a toolbox, and I know I can identify a few tools, but yeah, that's not really my specialty. But I would like to do something like that. I think that would be great too, and then do some buy and holds and all that good stuff too. Especially now with this Airbnb, so it's a great opportunity now for anybody who, wants to be an entrepreneur, to start a business. I did it when I was 18. What you did? Oh, start a business? Is that what you said? What you was doing at 18? You was grown, I guess. What you saying? You started the business? Anyway, so I hope so, that I got that right. I'm reading on it now. I'm lost. Flipping houses. Oh, okay. Oh, you said you flipped a house at 18. What? Really? Okay. Well, good for you. So what, you got people involved in that with your parents or something like that? How you flipping a house at 18? Where you get that knowledge from? Who done showed you that? Are you handy? Do you know how to do that kind of stuff? Like that's very attractive. Ooh, I like that. It was always my dream to that was all to meet and date like a general contractor. Yep. Somebody could do fix up the house and do all those good things and stuff. Actually came really close to getting with one, but yeah, I'm kind of a man eater, and it's kind of yeah, so it didn't work out. Yeah, but it would have been great though. I would have loved that. I would have loved to been like, and then I also wanted to be like the assistant. I like to learn. I don't mind. I'll get me a nice little tool belt, put that on, and I could be a cool little assistant. Ooh, stop it. He said, I'm a licensed heating and cooling technician. I like a handyman. It's very attractive to see handyman working. a working handyman. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, I like that. That's very nice. Somebody could lay some carpet. I'm just joking. I just threw that in there. That's good you have a license too. That's also, a good thing, have a skill or something like that too. It helps. So you can have something to fall back on, especially if you're not like really good in sales, or you haven't found your voice or how to be able to get the sales. Something that you can do then to work, and that way you can be relaxed and not tripping on I ain't making no sales. So I really think like now I can actually start looking for sellers and stuff like that. Since I got my Turo thing coming in, I won't be so, oh yeah, you're welcome. I won't be so stressed out about, oh, I gotta sell a house. Like now I think it's a lot easier to do something when you're not stressed out about the results, because you're just like, okay, let me go see if I can get some sellers or maybe some buyers or something. But I don't know. I didn't like working with buyers because I'm not the most patient person. And for me personally, I don't even like shopping, taking a long time to shop. When I'm ready to buy something, I like to, it don't take much to get me going. I just, I don't need much of the foreplay. I like to hop to it. So when I'm going around these buyers and showing all these houses and they're, so that's why I wouldn't want that. I don't mind working with sellers, but, and then, anyway, I won't even go off into that. That's like, that's another thing. So I do intend to make the real estate another stream of income too. And I'd like to do some fix and flips and things like that. And I could, start put a little bit more time to doing that also. And look at me, getting on up here. So my coffee's probably cold now. Did I even hit on all the points that I was going to talk about? But it's all good. I like answering these questions and stuff too. And I sure appreciate you, Cop Bob, for, being my number one chatter here. Is that chatter? No. What do you call it? Chat. Yeah, chatter. That's what it's all about. So anyway, I do appreciate you for sticking around to the end. And my plan is to just go live, hopefully daily, because I'm not the best with the editing and all that good stuff. And going live gives me an opportunity to just talk and maybe like let some stuff out and go from there. Because a lot of times I get a little writer's block, or when I'm just going through stuff. And I'm excited about the Turo. Like, I think the Turo is an awesome opportunity. And two, like, if you got cars just sitting around, they ain't out there making no money for you. You losing out. Like, you know what I mean? You just have a dead asset and need to be making all these assets earn they keep. Get them out there and make some money. Make some money for you. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this up. I even put some lipstick on for you, Cop and Bob. um, Tonight, I figured I'd just go ahead and do a little extra something like that. Um, I don't do too often, but occasionally I like to go. Oh, thank you for your encouragement. You are so welcome. Thank you for your encouragement. It goes both ways. I believe everything is like a flow, right? So when you give, it comes back to you. That's why it's important to be a giver, and so you can receive. So anyway, I'm about to. Oh, somebody else has showed up on here. What's going on? And welcome to welcome to my live stream where I talk about whatever I want to talk about or whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, I talk about it all. But anyway, I'm getting ready to. What's that? Is that a? I don't know. What is that? Not. Is that a rose? Is that the thank you hands? I can't see what that is. I can't make that out. It looks like, what's that? Is that the thank you hands? Well, I appreciate whatever that emoji is there. Hopefully it's the thank you hands. And thank you guys too for tuning in, and I will see y'all in another stream. And thanks for the questions and comments. Keep them coming, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love.